Yo, this is Nomifactory hard mode, part 37, I think. We want to finish our upgrade chain here. I think this is already on IV, yeah. So 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. I think 8, 9, 10, yeah. So let's craft 10 dynamo hedge, 10 to upgrade that fully. And then we, I think, can actually remove HV energy hedges, right? Should be the case. Because yeah, we want to do HSSG now. So for that we need liquid tungsten. Tungsten carbide. Tungsten carbide is just on the one. Okay, we maybe need another interface card. So yeah, I added the rutile here because I had a lot of ilmenite lying around. Okay, we need to wait. Okay. Yeah, that's what we were waiting for. Because I think in total we need how many? That is 26, so 52. One, two, so 42. Yeah. But yeah, I set up a copper miner last episode, and currently we are mining ilmenite again, or better said, bauxite and rutile. Again, there's some other stuff in there, I think we also maybe need some more no, emeralds not, but maybe more diamonds. Yeah, ilmenite, that is okay. And we also need to figure out what is here. This could be actually iridium and osmium. Yeah, and then we need to do the whole we first of all need to finish up this one here. This is way too much now. Okay, 2 more. Then we finally upgrade all of our then I think we can actually go into the no, it needs LUV, we need IV circuit assemblers. I think. No. We don't. All right, perfect. I think all of you already have EV energy hatches. I think at some point we can grind them all down. And then we have kind of a... It has 12 outputs. Okay, that's weird. Wow, outputs. Okay, where? Oh yeah, we need... we can just craft that. Should be fast. Dude. Ah, this is what we also overclocked. Yeah, I don't know if we actually need them anymore. They're basically useless now, I think. Okay, then let's do these ones. Okay, we still have... It needs maintenance. And it's contaminated. Okay, where are the other ones? There are still 4 outputs left. Ah. 3. Yeah. Okay, I think because these were mostly here for... Dude, why am I placing this one here? Let's get some... The thing is, for really a good energy throughput, we nonetheless need one more oil cracking unit. And that mainly for octane. So in theory we could do that now. Because here we have to kind of see what we are working with. Yeah, we still need to fix it anyway, right? But yeah, I would then... And maybe we can actually pull them a little bit closer. What is this? This is LV input hedge. Okay. What the hell? Yeah, the question is now, where are the 2 remaining outputs? Okay, I think one of them is definitely downstairs. Okay, the rock breaker for obsidian. The rock breaker for obsidian, that's the only one that is kind of there. Yeah, then let's do it like this. What? Dude, why do we need two now? That's no. Oh, maybe not.
I'm not ready yet to let you go.
Okay. I think the emitter wasn't on, right? What? Nano processor. What? Oh my god. Really? This is modpack. Yeah, the question is a little bit, should we automate this stuff here a little bit? Especially because I know that we need it somewhat here. We also need it still takes 8 seconds. That is we basically can do it the same way with liquid ender ammo. That's something that we could do now. Do the because this one here should be done now, right? Unlinked. Perfect. Yeah. I don't know what to do with that. Oh my god. What? can I do with this energy? And I'm an idiot. Yeah, but doesn't matter. Yeah, what should we do with yeah, you know what? I don't care. That is like a lot of energy. But I don't know how to use it. That's kind of a problem. Okay, maybe let's not throw it away. Maybe let's... wait a second. We have the extreme voltage buffer, right? We could actually do it like this, right? That is actually, I think, a better idea. Okay. And then when we have kind of a power outage, maybe. Okay, these ones, how many do they give? Oh. 8 stainless steel, silver, rubber foil, yeah. Okay, can we craft now HSSG? I think so, right? Hell yeah, brother. Okay, but for that, we need to do something first, and that is we need to get. Yeah, you know what? Let's craft like 3. I don't care. Okay, perfect. Basically, the cool thing is we just need to craft the stuff around it. Nothing like we have the input and the output. That's cool. Yeah, I think in the before the IV multi-blocks, it's not necessary to really have a high throughput. Like the only thing really is the circuit, I would say. And yeah, we also need to do the chemical reactor at some point because 32 is quite high. But I need to figure out the right proportions for that. But we can actually do that right now. Wait a second. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Oh, we need to go down to 64. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 Let's have some land clearance here. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, basically this is all clean room chunks. Basically in this chunk we have only clean rooms, but also the basically how we dimension them. Like we will have one full one, I would say. This is this one, right? Is the vacuum freezer done or what? No. But very shortly. Yeah, at some point we will replace all of that. All of the maintenance hatches. Oops. Other way around. Dude, oh my god. What am I doing? Okay. This means no, how many? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay. Hope this is correct. Otherwise... All right, and we also have to do indium. Indium is kind of important then for indium gallium phosphide. Oh, phosphor, yeah, phosphor. We need phosphor, dude. Holy shit. Okay, 700. But yeah, we need indium mostly, I think, for no. Here, wait, what? Okay, apparently we only need for this. And then for advanced SMD, PBI is also a big one next. What is niobium titanium, by the way? H3, okay. H3 RTML. Oh, we can already do that. Okay, that's kind of quite nice. Yeah, but then for HPIC and some liquid Naquana. HPIC is basically IV power. And UHPIC is, yeah, a little bit higher. I think we don't need anything else, right? So this is how easy it was to upgrade all. Bro. Wait. Structure incomplete. What? Why is the structure now incomplete? The hell? Especially where? Oh. The auto one should have phoned, right? Maybe it was one more. Okay, now we can blast through, yeah. Ah, we still need it for liquid nitrogen. Okay, never mind. But not for liquid air. I don't know why. Niobium nitrate. What? What is this? This is a LUV. Okay. No. Niobium nitrate. How do you even do that? Okay, whatever. Yeah, the question is, we need to craft now 42 HSSG. Or first 26. Let's see how long this takes. I think we are quite ready, right? We did everything in terms of it's the HSSG that will hit us. Okay, this tungsten karma in 20 seconds. That's good. Yeah, 20 seconds is not bad, but I'm a little bit more concerned with HSSG because this takes, I think, 43 seconds, yeah. It's the question is about okay. We're actually making energy or generating energy. That's crazy. Yeah, Illuminati, dude. Give me rutile. Oh, we even have crushed platinum now. That's crazy. Yeah, platinum is it gives us palladium. Palladium is not that important, but kinda. Yeah, 11 seconds is quite high. Now waiting for the we're waiting I think for the tungsten steel. Okay, but yeah, just looking at the HSSG, I have to see what we need. In terms of energy. And then it's time to automate the I need to figure out how we do that. If we can just do a but we need but I think we need the nitrogen first for that. So we need IV energy or IV liquid air distillation first. So we just need an IV input hatch, right? This one. And this is an EV output hatch. And then I think we already have an HV one, right? Yep. So we just need to bump that one up. And then we're basically done. Then we can do liquid air distillation. We just have the same or a similar setup in the end. How long does tungsten? Like 3 seconds, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, we need the chemical bath. But yeah, I think I will actually do that. I will basically every multi-block will just get twice the energy hatches. I don't care. Because then we can overclock them like really good. But yeah, tungsten takes now quite a while. Yeah, maybe we actually craft 2 more chemical baths. And then add them to the peer-to-peer list. But yeah, indium and nitrogen tetroxide. Because then I think we're done with rocket fuel, right? We can just do this one here, and then we have basically rocket fuel. Yeah, we also need to figure out what we should do here. Because There is basically a trick with storage buses that we can use, and that I think we also should use. But first of all, we need wireless stuff for that. So we need the wireless connector and the wireless setup kit and so on, which is not that hard to do, but yeah, maybe wait a second very quick. Because for that we need chamber. This one here. Nivis A2 extended life editions. Yeah, reconstruction chamber. It's just a lens, some aluminum casing, quartz glass, black steel, HV sensor, HV circuit, and 2 engineering processes. And basically, you can put in this one, then we can basically run a sensor. I think what it was. And then, yeah, this fires and then we can extract it again. Same thing here. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we actually do it like this. Because I think later. What is it called? Where is it? This one here, white crystal. Yeah, you should put a block of coal in there. I think you can do it any other way, right? Yeah. Basically, white crystals. 6 CCF. Dude, that's a scam. But it's faster, I think, because you only need to trigger it once. But yeah, basically this one here is the big mixing recipe. So copper, gold dust, red coal. This is basically what we need to automate with this one. So we maybe need some upgrade cards or some accelerators for that. But yeah, nothing crazy. I think we also need to build a tire. So basically what we need to put into the clean room is we need to put a chemical reactor in there for all of this indium and so on, for example, right? So these guys, right? I think there are more, yeah. Later on when we want to build a qubit and so on, we do it with this one. Again, it takes 60 seconds, but if we have like 2 EV hatches on there, it takes only 15 seconds, which is the idea. Same thing here and here. Again, on LUV and IV, I just put 2 IV hatches on there. But isn't this IV? Yeah. Fucking hell. So we need to do it once. And then we also need to do the iridium chain, which I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, because the initial one is so weird. I don't know. I don't understand. Whoops. Why? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, okay, maybe we should put, or we... Okay, this takes still 60 seconds, dude. Why does it take 60 seconds, dude? Holy shit. Ah, 60 seconds. Okay, for 2 is like 30 seconds. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Okay, for Sheldon need, we need then to do another storage bus setup. Because I think then we have finally most of the stuff. Yeah, there's also things like Naquada and so on that come later. But yeah, we need to progress now with the normal stuff. And then I think we can actually... Yeah, then we need to quad EPF for the nice throughput. Liquid helium we also need to do. That's on easy. Rhodium. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff. Ah, HSSE needs then, okay. Liquid helium, samarium, aquadria, helium, europium, taranium, samarium, oops. Samarium, HSS, indium, tin, barium, titanium, cuprate. Aquada alloy, yeah, whatever. Trinium, aquada alloy, derium, aquada. Yeah, it's mostly for the HSSG and HSSE stuff. But yeah, we need to do the alloy blast furnace at some point. We also want to overclock that. And then we can do Gracality multiblocks. Parallelization mechanics. Yeah. Okay, the main benefit of using Gracality multiblocks is the ability to parallelize. Yeah. It all starts with the parallel control hatch, which is required for the machine to process multiple recipes at once. Higher tier parallel hatches allow for more parallel processes. Additionally, you can open its GUI number of parallels. Yeah. Multiblock is allowed to handle, but this is not particularly useful. Yeah. So you should always pick the highest. Parallel mechanics works by essentially downclocking the recipe with when it can, doubling its duration and quadrupling the number of parallels. Let's see this in action with an example. In this case, we have a maximum of 4 parallels in IV 4 times energy hatch and running an MV or tier recipe. Since we have 4 M's of IV, we are effectively running 1 M LUV. The recipe gets overclocked normally. The voltage goes from MV to, and the duration gets divided by 16. Yep. We apply the number of parallels since forms of IV. You can scale the voltage back to IV and then multiply. You need enough recipe inputs to run all the recipes, but you only need one of non-consumable items for it. Yeah. Chanced outputs are determined by the final tier the recipe runs. For example, this is the one case where setting max parallels can be beneficial. Yeah. The recipe may not always be scaled back if the recipe has a very low EU, usually in the ULV, the maze racer recipes may be low enough to grant parallels without increasing time. When setting up patterns for parallel, you may want your parallel patterns in bulk. That is, if you have a machine with a maximum parallel, you may want your patterns to contain enough inputs for 16 recipes. So you can use blocking mode. and have a high level of efficiency. Yeah. Pattern multi-tool is basically the whole idea for that. Okay, 22 seconds, yeah. But I would say I will pause the recording real quick. I have a short break. When this is done, I will replace the RTM alloy because I don't like them. I hate ruthenium from the gut of my heart. And then we replace them with HSSG. But way more important is we will also craft 16 more HSSG coil blocks to have then finally the quad EBFs that we can run. Okay, see you then. All right. Takes like some more seconds. That's the last thing I want to do today, and that is crafting the next EBFs. Nice. Let's see what we need for this. Okay, so we never will need a paralyzer oven again. But I think we will need these ones, right? Okay, let's see if we can. We also need for a energy hatch. This one. Okay. Should be here, I think. We need 2 of them. Can we craft heat proof? I don't think so, right? No. So let's craft also the heat proof or make it accessible. Okay, what is it? Yeah, 24 copper wire. Okay. Yeah, these guys. We wanted to craft the heat proof, right? That is on 6. And that is on 4. Six and 4. We also need an output hatch, right? Yeah. Let's craft 2 maintenance hatches. Muffler hatches. We first have to... Dude, why is my crafting in there? Oh my god, dude. Okay, we need like 2 more titanium and then... 10 seconds. I hate this. Why is it like this? Oh no. Of course. I need a magnet. All right, perfect. Okay. Okay. So these should have energy now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 9. Really though? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, usually I think we only have nickel dust, so the first one. Dude, we couldn't do Invar. Holy smokerino. Yeah, so what about this one? Well, what do we need then? Okay, for the EV Dynamo hatch. Okay, that's fair. And Iron Spring, yeah. Dispenser. And yeah, there's no dispenser. Yeah, we need Okay, this is how you upgrade your EBF. They should also have IV, yeah, and 5.7, yeah. Okay, yeah, then let's craft one more. Let's see how fast it is. It should be here. Crazy fast. Yeah. Except for the logic processors. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe let's actually do that. Kind of to be ready. No, chemical bath. Just to increase a little bit the throughput of yeah. What is it called? Tungsten. Yeah, and then we will also do at some point I don't know, where does it clean room? Max size is, by the way, 15 by 15, so. Yeah. That's UV. Yeah, also recycled all of the RTM alloy stuff. It should be everything, right? Yeah, because RTM you don't need for anything. That's kind of weird, I would say. Yeah, but... Oh. Maybe yes. Yeah, but only for the electric furnace. Yeah, one of the next things that we should do is the alloy blast furnace. Alloy blast smelter, sorry. This way we need this tantalum carbide and so on. All of the good stuff. This one here. This is it. Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we get now a lot of ruthenium, right? Or at least some ruthenium. Yeah, next time I think we will first want to do the chemical reactor. Basically chemical reactor in a clean room. So we need at least I think a 7x7. Yeah. Just because, yeah, Because we need to have kind of some space on the side and so on. But I think it will be 5 high. This shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, we basically need to overclock the chemical reactors. And yeah, then we basically have everything. Or not everything, but then we can continue with the alloy blast smelter. Where we need this tantalum carbide. Which in the end is just, yeah, tantalum and carbon, nothing crazy, but yeah, we need it for this one here, and there we need the heat vents and this one. So high temperature is also then titanium carbide and HSLR. So yeah. We also need to do then HSLR, which is quite fast, I think. Yeah, 7 seconds. So INVA does vanadium, titanium, and molybdenum. This gives you HSLR, and then you're good to go. Okay. Maybe the last thing that we want to do is, I haven't yet really decided on what we need. Like really decided what we need. But I need to decide now. I think we will do phosphor because phosphor is a little bit more important. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Okay, let's get some phosphor and yeah, because phosphor we need really much. Really much. Nice. Now we need, what's this? I think somewhere over here was a little bit of phosphor. Now we need apatit and now we I think we only got like okay, perfect. This is where our miner is. Okay, perfect. Yeah, all of the oil sands I don't want to do. Okay, yeah. We should be good to go now. Then see you guys in the next episode, and where we will do hopefully clean room. Let's also do the clean room. A clean room expansion, most importantly this one here. And yeah, then we wanna go into Ivy a little bit. Also with liquid air distillation, liquid and air distillation and so on. Which I think needs liquid and air. Wait a second. Ah, yeah, this needs Ivy. No. Okay, so we need to overclock this one. But yeah, it's fine. So yeah, see you guys next episode, and bye bye.